It's really strange to kind of be aware of the fact that you're living through a global historical turning point. Like, it's happening right now. Hey there guys, it's me Sarah from SarahsSeoulSearch coming to you from my apartment here in Seoul, South Korea. So today is March 28th, 2020. Time is 6:10 p.m. Oh, it feels like it's been a million years since I did a update video or whatever in English about this whole situation. Things have been pretty crazy. I think the last time I uploaded a video in English about this whole thing, there were 25,000 cases of the coronavirus in the US, and 6 days later, that number has quadrupled, and now we have over 100,000 cases, and we're number one in terms of coronavirus cases in the world. So I didn't think this was gonna happen so fast. It's quite alarming to watch from like an outsider's perspective. It's nuts to me that literally 2 weeks ago I was considering going back, and that could have been my situation very easily. And it is the situation of, a lot of people that watch my channel, or a lot of people who are like very important to me in my life, my friends and family back in the United States. And by the way, 38% of hospitalizations, so people who are sick enough to need to go to the ER or get treatment in a hospital, have been under 50. So it's almost half. So if you're watching this and you're thinking like, oh, nothing's gonna happen because I'm young, it's not true. You can still get sick. You can still, die from this disease. It's serious. So like I said, I'm really worried about my friends and family in the US. There kind of seems to be two camps of people. Sometimes it intersects. So there's like the people who are really kind of suffering right now from all the stuff that's happening. I know as of today, 26 states, I believe, are on lockdown. So they're not allowed to go outside except for like emergency situations or to go grocery shopping, etc. I have a friend who I talked to yesterday over Zoom. She's a radiologist, and they're, scanning people who are potentially COVID-19 patients, and she gets one mask, and she has to, sterilize her own mask, and there's no replacement. And if she loses it or it gets dirty or there's a hole in it, like, she's gonna have to wear a fabric mask potentially made out of like t-shirt material, which for her, that's not actually gonna be effective. That's worrying. My mom and my sister are both out of a job. One of them's a waitress, one of them works in retail, and they're not gonna be making any money until their places of work open up again, which I'm kind of torn about that, because on the one hand I am really worried that like they're not gonna be able to buy the things that they need and take care of themselves. But then on the other hand, if they were to go back to work, working in a clothing store, you're touching items, interacting with customers, handing cards around all day long. Like, the risks are pretty high. And obviously working in the food industry, similar concerns. So it's like going on. And then the other camp of people is people who are not really taking this seriously still in the US, which is kind of confusing considering, I know things happen really fast, but like literally we have the most cases in the world, and 1 month ago we had, I think, like 100 cases. This is quite serious. People going out, people having people in their house. They don't know where they've been or who they've interacted with. I saw someone on Facebook today that took a vacation to Mexico in the middle of all this. What are you thinking? Like, when you're doing this, I really don't understand. I am a little bit worried about the situation here in Korea as well. They have done a pretty good job of flattening the curve, and cases haven't been going up nearly as quickly as they were, just a couple of weeks ago. But at the same time, like, the trains are starting to get crowded again, restaurants are starting to get full again, and I wonder if there's gonna be like another resurgence of cases. It's really hard to know what to do in this situation, because like there have been instances where I had to, leave my house. For instance, one of my professors for one of my classes, which I'm taking all online right now, he didn't upload the book chapters for our assignment online, so we had to, I just kind of like assumed that like of course they would be uploaded online, but when I checked last Saturday, I was like, hey, where are the readings? I can't find them anywhere on the course website, and they're like, oh no, you actually have to go to the library and check out the book, because we can't upload them because of like copyright reasons. But like, the professor wrote the book, so like he definitely has a copy of these book chapters. But I mean, I'll be honest, I was pretty happy to like have an excuse to leave my house. It was kind of nice to, you know, actually go to campus and see people and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a hard time like policing myself. I'm trying to do my best, but I feel like it's not enough, and I'm kind of stressed about it. Okay, next topic. I guess maybe this is something that some of you can relate to. It's really strange to kind of be aware of the fact that you're living through a global historical turning point. Like, it's happening right now. And I mean, like in history, I'm a politics student, so like we have to learn this stuff. This is actually what all my readings were about this week. There's like the post-World War II world. Or like the post-nuclear bomb world, and then there's the post-Berlin Wall world, and then there's post-9/11 world, post-2008 recession. And it's like, this is probably going to be the next, you know, big benchmark by which historians are going to like study this period of time. And I mean, it's going to have huge implications for international relations, for global trade. US-China relations are going to be forever changed, or like drastically changed, at least, by this situation. Like according to international trade theory, in theory, trading with other countries, it maximizes efficiency because each country is kind of doing the things that their labor force and their natural resources are best suited to do. So the amount of goods goes up and the prices go down, so it's more efficient, everybody gets wealthier. This is the thing that, you know, brought millions and millions and millions of people out of poverty all around the world. But this whole situation kind of throws a wrench in that theory, because it's like, okay, this is great and all, but what if one, you know, big powerhouse country such as China all of a sudden has to shut down all their manufacturing? And you know, countries like the US, where we don't have the capacity to make our own medical masks, so most people, including like most medical workers even, are just going without completely, or they have to use like dirty or, you know, not medical grade masks, and it's not a good situation. So I mean, the general public of course can't wear them like they're making people wear them in Korea, because in Korea they have like their own mask factories and everything. Yeah, it's just yeah, this is gonna kind of like mess everything up. I guess, I mean, like, you knew that already. It's a matter of time to see how severe this is going to be, and like how long it's gonna take for us to recover from this. It's difficult. Yeah, I guess one thing I'm worried about kind of like long term is this gonna increase antagonism between the US and China? Because I mean, after this, maybe they're gonna be less economically interdependent on each other. I think a lot of countries are going to try to localize a lot more manufacturing perhaps in response to this, because like if there is a disaster like this, it kind of leaves a lot of countries unprepared and like unable to respond, kind of like the situation that we have in the US. I mean, it's combined with a lot of other things, but I mean, that is one factor. And a lot of political scientists think that if two countries are economically intertwined, they're unlikely to enter armed conflict or go to war with each other, because I mean, like, neither of them wants to lose out on the gains from trade that they're having with each other. So I'm like, I mean, things are already so bad between the US and China. Is this gonna potentially make things worse? Like, is this gonna be a bullet point someday on like some kid's history test? Like, oh, like, why did the US go to war with China? We don't know. I mean, obviously, no one knows for sure what's gonna happen. I'm not claiming that I know for sure what's gonna happen, but I don't know. This whole situation is like making me upset and nervous. I'm sure, I mean, there's literally thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of videos probably voicing similar concerns as me right now. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel. And like I mentioned this in my last video, but it's just so strange even vocalizing these things that I'm thinking, because it's like literally everyone on earth is going through the same thing at the same time, and that's just such a strange sensation. Like, what's the point of me even saying these words when, I mean, you're experiencing the same thing? I don't know. Anyway, that's my coronavirus update video. I hope that all of you guys are staying safe, staying home as much as possible, and getting your needs met in the best way possible. Sorry this video is kind of a downer. I guess I'm trying to kind of document how like things change over time. It's weird like looking back on my old videos from like a month ago, and I think like my thinking about a lot of things has changed a lot. in a very short period of time due to this whole situation. So I kind of want to have benchmarks of those changes. Anyway, if you're still watching at the end of this video, it's been 13 minutes and 25 seconds. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. If you want to see more stuff about my life here in Seoul during all of this, you can follow me on Instagram at SarahsSeoulSearch. It's the same exact spelling as my channel username, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. All right, stay safe, everybody, and thanks so much for coming to my channel. And yeah, just keep fighting. We're gonna hopefully look back at this sooner rather than later.